There we go. We're live. I'm looking like a bum. The studio is a wreck. I have not shaved. My hair is crazy as fuck, so we'll leave the head on. But usually the lives are to be done on Sunday, but I messed up. I was not in the best mental state myself, so I did not feel the ability to film videos or record a live. It is my responsibility to be accountable for being on point mentally. So today I will answer all the emails, and I've noticed I've missed a lot of emails. I'm going to address that a few times because I thought I had answered all the emails, but scrolling through, there were emails I read and I knew about, but I thought I responded to, and I did not respond to them. Hey DJ, how you doing, brother? But yes, I did not respond to those emails, and I thought I did. Picture looks more clear today. Maybe it's the natural lighting. So let's go over the topics. Hey Hershey, what's up? I was just explaining to everybody. I guess I should have waited for more people to come in, but since I post the lives, I like to address everything right off the bat. But then the people who watch it later have to hear it twice. So I don't know. The whole thing. I did. Actually, Hershey, this is what I was just addressing right now. There were a bunch of emails that I thought I replied to and I read, but I did not reply to. Yours, I remember trying to send 3 times in a bad spot with no internet. And then I just assumed it sent because I didn't get the failed message. But I went through last night and I saw I did not respond to your message, Hershey. And there's like 3 or 4 clients that I did not respond to. Some of them are from back in December too, and I thought I responded to all these messages, so I don't know how they got mixed up. It's because I think YouTube notifies me and sends me emails on everything, like new subscriber, new comment, new this, and then it gets mixed in where like the Gmail app shows all my emails, so my junk mail is showing up for my 2 or 3 other emails in the Mystic one. So, and then I still get like I'm on like some manifesting newsletters from other stuff, and I get stuck with those. So I think they're clients, and I look at them like, oh, it's just garbage, and then I just don't delete it, but I just look at it and close it out. So I missed a lot of emails. So Hershey, I will get back to you after this. I'm going to record the videos for the week. We're going to do a live today. It's supposed to be on Sundays, but like I said in the beginning, when there was nobody here, my mind was not in the proper state to be coaching or manifesting or doing anything. I also had a few drinks, so I didn't want to come on here and bust. Our new mantra for manifesting. I have spoken. I love it. We're manifesting. I have spoken. Well, that's good, Hershey. Yeah, I have spoken. I like that one, Inked. Now, let me see. Inked was dropping some topics to me earlier. Messing with the middle. And we talked about being aware of mental diet. There's a new technique I was using for a client the other day that I'd like to go over. But it's going to be funny because I'm going to set up the phone here and we'll go to the phone, record it, and then back here do some live stuff. Phone back. As you know, the live's going on a long time, and I'm looking like a fucking bum. Maybe I should have shaved before we started, or comb my hair at least. The picture looks a lot more clear today, right? You can see all my crazy hairs in every direction. Maybe I'll keep growing my hair out. More videos about money. I got a really good money video, but I was going to wait on it for a while. I did hit a jackpot off to put $2 in the slot machine, and yeah, we got good natural snow outside is reflecting. But I went to the casino with a potential SP and put $20 in the machine. First machine, 3 clicks, ding ding. I told her I always win. Everybody now knows me as the guy who always wins. I don't win like Ani at Create Your Future with thousands and thousands, but I win a couple hundred usually. It's like boom, $20 turn to 200. My problem is I'll stay on the game, and then I'll start. I need to win more. And the greed and the fear and everything, and you lose it. Inked will know a lot of the Star Wars references I make. There's so much Star Wars stuff too manifesting. Look, even right there, Star Wars. You look good. I don't feel that way. Not always. We have to prep ourselves for that. All right. Let's see. Where do we start? I guess we should start. I've been putting out videos for a while. I have not had a new video since Friday. But if you've noticed, I've gotten a lot more consistent. Almost every day we've had a video. So let's. Oh, I have a message from somebody. Oh, Inked, I like that message. I'm not going to play the audio one, though, but I saw the little picture. We could also go. Yeah, I would prefer to, like Hershey said, more money stuff. So I want to wait a while to tell this one money story, but it's good. Basically, I was losing money the other night, and I said I would like $1,000. And I was doing slot machines, and the money came to me in an unexpected, non-slot machine way, and it was $1,000. But I can't tell the story right now. I'm gonna wait a couple weeks, then we'll tell that story. But basically, I was willing to risk everything, and it didn't even come in the form that I thought it was going to come in. Oh, it was just a mantra. Oh, okay. This is the way. Oh, no, that's the Mandalorian's line. What was I looking for? Oh, my camera. Boom, boom, boom. Turn that there. I look like weird in here. Do that. This stand is all jacked up. All right. Was that the Riz stare? Anyway. Fuck. This is like the first time since I've started this channel I've been struggling to make videos. Usually, well, I'll take a break for a while and then come back to it. But I think I got hit with negativity yesterday when I called my brother over and my film partner over, and the film partner didn't go. My brother came over, didn't really want to help do some film stuff. I tore apart the whole room, and then messy room. This is something that I don't even have a video on, but messy room and studio here means messy mind. So like I was just out of it. Then I had a couple drinks, and it just brought me down more. And I wound up watching The Sopranos all night, staring at a blank notepad, thinking of manifesting ideas. This is about what I came up with the whole night. And I started yesterday morning, and then I tried to write a film that I was working on, and that didn't work out too well either. So I was in no place to teach manifesting. I don't know where to start. Let's start with the new technique that I taught. So if I seem distant, it's because I'm talking to the phone, but you guys can listen too. And then you can watch the video again later on in the week when I drop it. Oh, fuck. This is like I haven't had stage fright since I first started doing anything. I don't have the stage fright to jump on here, but it's like to record. I feel like the video is going to be ass. Bad assumption. What's up, Mystic Manifesting family? Nick with Mystic Manifesting here. Looking like, as, who was it, Dion called me, the Don of Manifesting. I'm wearing, I just realized it was the same thing that I go live in, but we're going live now. It's Monday, but this lives are supposed to be on Sunday. As I'm explaining in the live, I was not ready to go live the other day. Anyway, we have a list of topics we're going to go through, and the first video today would be a new technique that I don't think I came up with it, but it's something that I've been implementing and giving to clients recently, and it's called the memory technique. I don't know. I'm just what I'm calling it. I don't know if it has an actual name, but the point of it is, me and this client got into talking about affirmations. When you're affirming, you could feel like you're lying because you're telling yourself the same thing again and again and again, and it feels like a lie, and you don't really believe it, and then you sometimes aren't listening. It's just the words going and going and going. I'm not going to say that affirmations don't work. We have had a success story with a person who's in the who's on the live right now, who was robotically affirming and had success from it. And I want to see, Helen, am I going to address that story in this? That's going to be a second one. We're going to do something on mindless affirmation, not mindless affirmation, but robotic affirmations, because there's always mind to it. But this I'm calling it the 3 memory technique. So oftentimes we're going to get into our head, right? This relates more to SP, but it could be used in money too. If you've had money at another time and then lost it, or if you remember a time where you felt more abundant and you weren't. But we just had a request in the chat and by myself too, is I want to start talking more about money stuff. And I've had a major money manifestation success story that I'm going to drop probably at some point in the next couple weeks. I just want to wait for a little bit on that one. But let's start out with this. This is probably more of an SP technique. And that's how I'm going to title it too, because it is more for SP. But you could use it for anything as long as you got to get creative with it to a degree. So the technique is oftentimes we're going to get into an argument with our SP. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be a boss or something like that. You're in the argument, right? In your head. And that's called the downward spiral, like I talk about, because now you're thinking that and then thinks this, and boom, 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 working all the way down, getting depressed. All right. What is how do we go into an upward spiral? Well, if you're thinking about negative conversations with your SP, if you're fighting with your SP and this and that, you're just downward spiraling. So we want to go upward spiral. If you can't think of a good thought in the future, go back to a really good time. Like me and my SP, I'll tell you the success story of me using it. And it was not really even a manifesting technique I was used to. It was me remembering when I was going through a hard time trying to figure out, I'm blocked everywhere. How do I get out of this? I really want her back. And I'm spiraling down, 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 down every day. And I'm like, the only thing that made me feel good was remembering the day when we went to the beach. And when I was tired before bed, and when I was sitting at work with nothing to do, or I was busy at work, and I could drop into the state, you feel the sand between your toes and how warm it is, the warm air touching your body and feeling that brightness in your eyes, almost sitting on the beach with her, like looking into her eyes, feeling like her hair would be blowing onto mine, walking in the water, laughing to smiling, drinking on the beach. So that was the first time we went to the beach together. I kept thinking about that. And when I ran into her friend at the gym, she goes, you know what? She goes, even though you're blocked and everything, she goes, she talks about you a lot every day, and she cries about you and wishes she never broke up with you. And she talks about how beautiful the day at the beach was. And she goes, she's been talking about the beach day a lot lately. And I thought, man, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. So that's thought transmission. So I'm transmitting the thought to her, and without even the intention of doing that, because everyone is you pushed out. So she's feeling that and remembering all those good times, because I'm only dwelling on the good times now. I'm spiraling up because I'm like, I just want to feel good. And that's the thing too. If manifesting isn't even real, I always go right to this extreme example. If it's not real, well, one, I wouldn't be putting my face out here. But if it wasn't real, think about this. Would I rather think about something that makes me feel like shit or something that makes me feel good? Well, at least the good memory happened. And even if it's never going to happen again, or I'm not even using it to get to the means of an outcome, I'm just feeling good. So I'm thinking about that. And oftentimes from that state, I could think of, well, when we go back again, we could do this and this and this, or you know what else I would like to take her on would be this and this. So what I told the client was pick 3 memories. If you have enough memories or time with that person, pick 3 memories that you could drop into at any time when things start getting hard. Now, this is a little bit of a cheat or easier way, because if you've been with the person before, you probably have those good memories. And even, I guess, if you're in the friend zone stuff, you could have moments where it's kind of like a little bit, what do you call it? Where it's like a little bit romantic, and you could kind of spin that and spiral it up. But if you've never been with the person before, that's when you jump to the end, which is traditional manifesting, where we go right living in the end. But also not having a history with a person, sometimes, not always, is a little bit easier to manifest them. But then you create memories, which is the I remember when technique. So it's like, well, what would you like to do with them? Feel it real and envision it and just have a fantasy and keep playing it out. Because at the end of the day, what are you doing? You're living in the end. You're realizing the end state. You're living in it, and you just keep dropping into it. So every time you have a negative thought, take this memory. Think of it as like a block. And like, here's the little negative affirmation like this, and then you come down with a big block. That's the memory, and you just smash it. And every time it comes back again, it's a little bit more beat up and not as strong. Boom, smash it. Every fucking time it comes up, smash it. So at the end of the day, the negative thoughts and natural negative assumptions look like this little piece of shit right here. Gone, out of it. You've crushed it with your own mental visualization. Now, if you can't visualize, I've made a video on how to visualize before. I would say check that out and try it and open your mind to the possibility that you can, because when you're reading, one of the best examples to me is if you're reading a book and you're reading all the details, you could tell me what's happening in the book and you could almost see it to a degree. So that is visualizing. That's why I say sometimes script out your entire scene. But that's going to take us way off the topic right now. Sticking to the topic, if you have a history with someone and it's an SP, but you could use this in anything, the point is creating a memory, going back and dropping into a memory or a beautiful state. Now, this is almost like regular manifesting. It's manifesting 101, but create the picture, create a scene. This is where scripting comes in. People think, oh, I just got a script that, oh, we're in love. Oh, yeah, she loves me. We do this. No, make it like a fucking book, like a story. Like, it might be a little bit easier for me because like I write all the time. So it's never like I remember in school, like when they tell you be descriptive. You have to describe this fucking scene like nobody has ever seen it before. Like writing an essay in school. And if you care enough about the situation, it's going to be easy to do. And you're going to get passionate about it. It's like the grains of, you don't have to be all sexual or like like write it like a romance novel. The grains of sand slip through my toes, just like the way I wanted to slip through her panties. Some stupid shit like that. But you don't have to get all like poetic and weird with it. But every description, like the warm sand, and then as you're describing it and writing it, you feel your feet slowly like that little like graininess of like the sand you're walking on, and then like feel them like going down, the heat around them, the heat on your body. I'm just using a beach as an example because that was mine. But I would say start trying to get that and hold that. It's like a mind. Your mind is a muscle, so work it. So you just keep going back to that scene. You can't hit 10 reps with a certain weight in the gym, right? Well, how do you get there? You got to hit it 1 or 2 times. And then once you've hit it 1 or 2 times, the next time it's going to be easier to hit 3 or 4 times. So if you can only visualize your feet on the beach, don't be like, it doesn't work, I quit. No, take a little break, come back. Now you see your feet, and then maybe feel a cold drink in your hand. And then you look up and you can't see your SP's face. Take a little break, come back. And if you have to keep hitting it for like a day or 2 with just those things, well, who knows, maybe you'll manifest yourself on a beach vacation first. But enjoy that time. Enjoy everything as it comes to you and take it all with a grain of salt. So actually, this is a very short video. We're under 10 minutes, so I'm kind of happy about that. Hopefully this was short, simple, sweet, and to the point. If you got questions, drop it down in the comments. I love you guys very much. See you in the next video. You got this. You guys like how I throw a fucking wink at the end? That's pretty fucking cool, right? All right. Let me see what I missed in this chat. Yes, it is okay to have a bad day. Thank you, Inked. And I think we all go through them. And it's and Bob knows you have a lot. So as long as we keep our thoughts in check, yes. Hey, Mark, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you again. Sorry I've not emailed. No problem. Yeah, email whenever you get a chance if you want. I have a strong manifestation coming. Your success story. I was struggling to manifest SP. Long story short, I wanted reconciliation after a lot of defeat attempting to visualize and connect with SP. I was struggling very hard. Then withdrew and decided to pause that goal. Went back and decided to try another person. Good old homie, I argued with a few years ago. Tried to manifest my old friend coming back instead. Generally, within the next week, connected to me again and ended up buying me gifts on Christmas. Since then, my visualization with SP has been much more vivid. There you go. That's what I was just talking about in this video too. Like if you could jump into a good memory or go somewhere like that, you're gonna, once you see some 3D evidence, it makes the 4D even better. But you have to persist through it for a while just to see something. Sometimes the best thing to do, Mark. A lot of times we have manifestation when we take a break. Yep, you could speak for that one a lot. That's awesome. I like the wink. The wink is my trademark. Yeah, we can put that in a shirt just because I can only wink with my right eye. I can't close my left one. I'm like, what's that movie with where he can't turn left? Yeah, it's like everything. It's like, Mark, as soon as you like have done the exercises, it's already coming into fruition. You just need to sit back and let it happen. And the problem is when you're sitting there watching, it's almost like my day job, we got this stuff that's called pneumatics. So it's basically like air pressure will change the gauges and do things. But when they move these one things, you have to mark the shaft on this thing because you got to watch it pull out. It's a very dirty thing. But so as you're watching the shaft pull out, it moves so slow. If you watch it, you'll never notice it move unless you put the mark on it, which is almost like manifestation in times because it's like it moves so slow you can't see it at times. But when you look away, like while I'm waiting for that thing to do that, I go get my tools ready, I go do some other stuff, I come back and it's like, oh, there it is, it's already done. So it's a fucking tradesman analogy, but there we go. Hey brother, how you doing? Welcome to the live. So we could cross this one off. The 3 memories technique. 2, 4, 6. I got 7 more videos to do. That will put us a little bit ahead of the game. Then we got to take some nice photos for the thumbnails. I'm getting more creative. And then next week, I want to try bridging cinematics with this. I'm putting my creativity into this channel too. Let's just hope Disney doesn't sue us for making it too similar to Star Wars. But you can't sue us because the universe knows that the Force is manifesting. Life's pretty good, brother. I had kind of a down day yesterday, which prevented me from doing the live. I didn't want to come on here kind of negative or not fully in it. So I'm here now. How's your life? What's been up with you? Oh, I did write this down, the importance of taking a break. That would be a good topic too. Yeah, it would be a little bit easier just to do the 4 and the 3. The 3 shorts, the shorts I've been doing are like I take a Stoic quote because I noticed this a lot about the Stoics. It's like a lot of their stuff relates to a lot of the Stoic stuff relates to manifesting in a degree. So I like to try and bridge that gap because I always like that Stoic stuff. You guys see how I do these videos too? I don't even think I just turn it on. That's why you see everything's all one shot, one take. So let's go persist for, what the fuck were we talking about? I think I was talking about ink, talking to Inked when I wrote this. Persist over a month or so, even if there's no, all the importance of persisting. That's what it was. I don't know why I was staying 1 month. Trying to find a way if I could like condense these because like everything ties together in manifesting, so it's hard to like just make a certain video. How do you mean, Mark? Like witchcraft or something? Or prayer? Because I've used prayer where it's like when things got really hard and I had to like when I tore my chest, I went to the church and I prayed. But not with mass or the church or people or anything. I just went and prayed to the statues. That's good to hear, man. I'm glad you're doing good. Let's see. Oh wait, I lost the screen. All right, I'm gonna shoot one more video real quick and then we'll go back to this. So please bear with me. One more thing. Inked, I was just thinking about that too. We were just talking about sigils not being witchcraft. And then I was like, that's why I didn't want to use the word witchcraft when he said divination tactics. I was like, witchcraft's the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm like, we were literally just talking about that. All right. Inked, I'm going to use your success story now. What's up, Mystic Manifesting family? Nick with Mystic Manifesting. Today we got a success story for you. Somebody in the live success story. I don't know, should I not give you away? I'll delete the video for the bad, but I think it's good. You're kind of like the co-host of the channel anyway, it seems like most of the time. We're going to go over, sorry, I'm also talking to live and talking to you guys because today's Monday instead of Sunday and we're going live and doing all the videos for the week, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say. But we are going to go over mindlessly affirming, not mindlessly. I wrote mindlessly inked, but it's not mindlessly. It's robotic affirming is how she referred to it. This is a client success story who, how in depth could I get? Okay, you said I could use it. All right. So this is going to relate to another video a little bit because we talk about taking a breather, and another viewer in the chat just talked about taking a breather from something too. Taking a breather is important in manifesting, and I'll do a video dedicated to that in a second. So I've also done this too, actually recently, with another older SP. So a viewer of the channel who has a success story, she has two SPs. One was from a while back, and then one's the one she's focusing on. Well, she wanted to see success, so she was like, "Okay, I'm going to use affirmations." And me and her talked about affirmations and stuff, and she was like, "Well, let me just robotically affirm." So she picked out her affirmations, robotically did them, and she would just go through every day saying them, not fully believing. Well, you didn't fully believe. I don't think she fully believed. And no, that's because we had a whole point about it. So she didn't fully believe, and she just kept saying them. And I know I've done this before too, where you don't really believe it, you're saying it. But the important thing is listening to when you're saying, because I do believe that you were at least listening to yourself to some degree. So you're listening to yourself and you're hearing yourself instead of just saying it. Like sometimes we'll get into I'm loved, I'm loved, I'm loved, I'm loved, and it just becomes a noise at a certain point. So hear what you're saying. But she robotically affirmed for something, saying that she's going to get contact, and she persisted for about, I'd say it was probably close to 2 weeks because we talked about it. It felt like less than 2 weeks because you think, oh, she said, no, I didn't believe. I just shut out negative thoughts and kept affirming. Yeah, so she'd shut down the negative thoughts and she kept affirming. But you said you were thinking it was 2 weeks. I think it was less than 2 weeks, to be honest, because I felt like, but time is weird. Time doesn't exist anyway, right? But what do you call it? She was, when she messaged me about it again, it was like, it felt like that. Felt like she told me yesterday that she's going to start doing this and then had it the next day. But I know it was more than a couple of days. So we'll say anywhere from a week to two it took her to do this. She was in no contact with the first SP that she gave up on for 10 months. No contact. You were blocked and stuff, right? Yeah, she said 2 weeks at least. So you were blocked and everything like that. And you had no contact for 10 months. 2 weeks of, as I say, balls to the wall manifesting. And her balls to the wall manifesting was just affirming robotically. Yeah, blocked and no contact. So she was blocked, no contact for 10 months. Then her affirmations were that he was going to blow up her phone and always want to be with her and stuff. And what is she getting now? Consistent blowing up her phone every day, telling her that he wants to meet up and hang out and reconnect or whatever. And there was so much conforming, and it happened within 2 weeks. And now this is probably, since that happened, probably another 2 weeks since all this has happened. And she has set the boundaries of like, this is not a booty call. This is not this. This isn't that. She's in control now. And the guy is responding. Now that's how I see it and how I'm interpreting it. You're in control of that situation. So I'm happy to report this success story because it was just an experiment too. Like that's the thing too. I told her I feel like we're scientists and pioneers of manifesting because we're just picking things. We're experimenting with them. Like I wanted to see how many times you could get an SP back. I wanted to see if you could break out of the friend zone, and I was able to prove those things. And I think that's the fun of it. Like the point is, we need to have fun with manifesting, and we don't a lot of the times. So robotically affirming, and even without belief, just saying it, and doing it is going to yield results. Just like Neville with the falling asleep as if it's done, and then doing it. Like what do you call it? No, the ladder experiment. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. It's like when Neville did the ladder experiment, he says visualize it and then say everywhere, I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not do it. You're affirming against it, but the thought of it happening a bunch of times, it works, but let go of attachment to yeah. So once again, she stresses having fun while manifesting, and that's what I've been saying too. Like me and her were going back and forth with many manifestations and doing all kinds of stuff like that. And letting go of attachment was the biggest part. And I've got a video too I'm going to do on that as well, because letting go of attachment is a big thing. And because she never cared if she saw the guy again, it's easier to set boundaries. It's easier to do all that. And even with my SP, where I'm now at the point where I'm drawing a line, I don't care, but it's very easy to start once you're hanging around that person again, start forming feelings again. And then, oh, I'm going to take some of your shit because I'm just happy we're together again. No, draw your fucking line in the sand because it doesn't matter. They're going to come back to you. They're going to do everything you say in your mind's eye. And that's not just with SP, because I've been doing it with money. It's like I always get money, and sometimes it comes in ways I don't want, like getting stuck at work for overtime. Sometimes it's ways I like going to like as of recently, I was affirming I'm the best slot machine player around. People around the bars in the neighborhoods and people I know are like, "Oh wow, he's the best slot machine player," because I just go and hit the jackpot stuff. It's nothing big like Anya Create Your Future, but I'm like turned $20 into 200 like 3 times in the past couple weeks. So I'm not hitting any big jackpots, but to me, it's a big win, and I'm slowly building it. We're all about slowly building our confidence, and you don't have to believe stuff. You just say it to yourself and you work on it. And now she's quoting me, like Nick says, I don't care if I never see him again. I manifested this as a game for myself. Yeah, it is all a game. Like they call it. Florence Scovel Shin calls it the game of life. So we're just going with the game of life and having fun the entire time. So I wanted to show you guys that it is possible to manifest with affirmations alone and not fully believing them and being blocked and no contact. I mean, 10 months blocked and no contact where she was never going to see him again. And she released the detachment, did everything she needed to do, and just accepted it. And within 2 weeks had success. Same thing as me. Every time it's happened within 2 to 3 weeks. It's releasing the detachment. And I want to do a whole video on that too, because that does remind me of like, Inked Wave and vouch for this one too. It's a Star Wars line about fear and attachment and stuff like that. We'll pull up the exact quote. I'm horrible at quoting movies, and it's what's hindered me in my acting career. But hey, let's change that affirmation down. I'm really good at that. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Remember, you got this. There's the wink again. Fucking cool, right? Damn, we got a lot of stuff going on. All right. The only one I was just pulling out inked stuff. So let me go back before all that. Have you used any other tactics? Witchcraft, prayer, Ebony Rise, tarot, pendulum, and all that stuff. Oh, so Mark, I'll talk about that stuff real quick too. Witchcraft, never used it. Prayer, yes, because before manifesting, I was born and raised Catholic, so like, I mean, you're just taught to pray for stuff that you want, and I did, and I've seen results with that. Never used the rods before. I used to do the tarot stuff because I believe tarot is a feedback of where you currently are and the pathway you're on. But it's always right or it's always right or wrong depending if you think it is. Like I'd get tarot things I didn't like, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm not believing that. And then it wouldn't come true. Once I did believe, I would only accept tarot stuff if it was positive to me. Pendulums, I've played with pendulums. I've used my chain as a pendulum before. But then again, sometimes it could almost be like because I was experimenting with all spirituality stuff. But I would flip a coin. Should I text SP? Am I ever going to see SP again? It's all bullshit. It's whatever. At the end of the day, all I've discovered is it is your beliefs. Whatever you believe is going to happen. And I burn letters to, I'll burn a letter and stuff sometimes here and there because I guess that could be a ritual. But yeah, that was the only other thing. But I just consider that as like a 3D action to trick your subconscious. Have been meaning to ask for a long time. What are your thoughts on robotic affirmation? Oh, that's funny. He just asked that question right now as we're doing that video. Everyone is you pushed out. See, there you go. That's funny. Yeah, I saw in the corner of my eye messages popping up. That's funny. You right as we started that. He will answer soon. There's a delay in the chat. No, I didn't play. Oh no, I meant he's asking for robotic. Yeah, because I'm recording my videos for the week. And where's this one at? Robotic affirmations. I put mindlessly affirming, but it was robotic. Yeah, and then that's Ink's success story. Instant manifestation. There you go. I'm also manifesting man. Yeah, so it will work. And now you have the story and you have the reason to believe it could work because you've just seen it done. So now your mind should be unblocked to the possibility. Attachment as in, can you please explain? So being attached to the outcome where it means something to you. It really means like it's do or die. Like, it's so important that if you don't get it, everything in your life is collapsed. A way that I would combat it, and I don't know if Ink did the same thing, but it's pretty much like, if I don't have this person, this is also Joseph Murphy method too, is like, he talked about this school teacher, and I want to talk about this in the detachment video too, who she would deconstruct everything that fear was making her afraid. And it's like, at the end of the day, what's the only thing to be afraid of? Is if something could kill you. Not getting your SP is not going to kill you. You're going to be in pain and not feel good and be sad, but guess what? We all know we move on, we find someone else. Now, this is if manifesting isn't real. But we know it is. So it's like an easy way to detach. I've already asked for it in prayer, so I already know it's granted. I always use the affirmation. It's like ordering off Wish.com or some country, or like ordering from China or something, and you're waiting fucking months for it to come in, but it might come in a day or two. But it might be months from now. You don't know when it's going to arrive, but you already know you've already ordered and paid for it. It's coming. I freaking love your channel. I had fun manifesting my SP and got 10 prank calls from them. I don't know if I still want my SP. Well, thank you. I love that you love the channel. I'm glad to have you here. I sleep with my own affirmations on loop, and I've had people in my dreams repeating them. That's awesome, Eric. Yeah, I never use like the sleep affirmations or subliminals. I tried a couple of times. I didn't like it for me personally. And but I would start dreaming the affirmations. I would hear them in my head, and sometimes people would repeat them. You could be really tired too, Mark. If you're really tired, it's hard to dream. Just try to get a good amount of rest, because I know sometimes I don't. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, don't care. It's just all a game. The more attached you are to a game, it's like, yeah, like, and like we can almost relate it to sports. Like, all right, so we're on a football team or something, and we're getting our asses kicked. Yeah, we're mad in the moment. It's like, motherfucker, what the fuck? We're losing. Come on, pick it up, pick it up. You're yelling at each other, and that's just all your inner thoughts fighting with each other. And then what happens at the end of the day? At the end of the day, the game is over. A week later, you're laughing about the mistakes you made in the game and stuff like that. That's almost like when the game of life is over and we're on the other side, we're going to look back and laugh at all the mistakes we made here. But in the moment, this was like so fucking important. And it's like, God damn, how are we fucking it up? So just remember, it's all a game. Have fun either way and be open to whatever comes your way. It's a good way to look at it. I've never thought about it this way. Like with your SP, forgiving them for their actions in the past to manifest them back. I kind of want my SP, but my desire for them is less because I see them differently. My SP made fake IG accounts to talk. Yeah, the real how do you say that? The real hoista. Yeah, it's hard to forgive, and then you do it because you realize, okay, your thoughts created it, but then you have to forgive yourself for creating it, because then it's like, why am I like this? Why did I do this? Forgive yourself. It's not a big deal. But then you do see them differently too. I don't know how to change that part about seeing them differently. It's almost like a way where I feel like we've leveled up now where we don't need them. Like, I'm open to other stuff, but personal friends I have who I talk manifesting with every day. One of them today, she pointed out that I'm getting too attached again, which is a big thing. Even after you have the person, do not be too attached. You can love them, treat them right, and do everything right, but do not form too much of an attachment, because it sets yourself up to get hurt because you're putting all your importance of life into them. I stopped contact and stopped the SP from contacting me due to the constant on and off resistance from them, but I still want to unite for the long run. Suggest me how to go ahead from here. Well, if you have to, I've never blocked them. So like I said, I always teach from what I've done. I've never blocked them, her. But I will say, while in contact is fucking hard, especially if it's not your full manifestation. It's hot and cold or friend zone. That is the hardest shit, because you're slapped constantly in the face with negative 3D. So that you've taken a break, which is another thing too. We're going to go over taking a break. So you've stepped back and you've taken a break from manifesting that. Well, not from manifesting, but from 3D interaction, because you realize that the 4D is the only thing that matters. And they're going to come back and, here's a good example, actually. I'm going to talk about this one too, getting unblocked. We have more videos. So what do you call it? So there was another SP because, like we talk about, here's another way I got over my SP's actions too, and I even was talked to her and was honest with her about it. But I had seen two other people in the time of the past couple weeks, about a month or so now, maybe, and then she admitted that she was been seeing someone else too. But then we both wanted to be with each other or whatever. So that's all very hard shit to forgive, but made it a little bit easier that I did other stuff too. And the other lady blocked me, and I have no attachment to her anyway. She's hotter than my SP, I'm not gonna lie, but I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And I was talking to a viewer of the channel who I talk to on a regular basis, and she told me, we were talking about that situation, and I said, I'm blocked right now, but I fear no block. There's no such thing as a block day. Number one, in the 3D, there's a saying that they always come back. Yeah, well, she always can. I'm like, she'll come back. And I'm like, I won't be surprised if she comes back today. And calls me back today. A couple hours later, this was actually all yesterday. She unblocked me, called me, has a whole chat with me, wanted me to come over and do the deed to her. And I said, no, I'm getting my shit in order because I prioritize myself. Yeah, sex is cool and everything. And yeah, being with someone who's cool is cool, but I prioritized me. I had to work out. I had to clean the house, which I didn't really get to the studio room, but I had to do my dishes. I had to do my laundry. I had to make my bed. I had to do a lot of shit. So I said, you can come over here. No, I don't want that. Okay, then you don't want nothing. So that's taking a really hot woman off the pedestal. And then I went to call her back just to see. I wanted to see because I had an assumption she blocked me again. Blocked me again. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll be unblocked. Later on, she unblocked me, kept me permanently unblocked. And then she's like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to talk to you and again, and well, I'm never going to block you again and all that stuff. So it's like blocking doesn't fucking bother me. And like, I'm at that point now. I don't believe that the blocks matter. It's like, especially after that one story I just told where I'm thinking about a certain memory. And then I find out later on SP's talking about that same memory for like a week straight with her best friend. Okay, I feel robotic affirmations are very powerful. Yes, I believe so. Bro, I'm seeing names of my SP and birds before land. That's awesome, Dev. There you go. I told you, stay constant, stay persistent. But also, as I said, keep living a life outside of it. But I don't know if I still want my SP because there were I skipped tarot. I am decision. Yeah, the real Oyster, I feel that same way. I am the master of my fate. Like Captain Barbossa says, I am the captain of my own fate. Not Blackbeard, not the tarot cards. I broke up, but I want SP to run after me. Well, I mean, we have Inked as a perfect example. Inked, I don't know your full story if you left. I do know it, but I forgot. I mean, they separated, and I don't know who. Like, it doesn't really matter who broke up with who, especially in your situation or hers or anyone's. It doesn't matter who broke up with who. If you could change a situation like that, you could change it. And we just saw a perfect example. No contact for 10 months. Blocked everywhere. And he's back pursuing Inked. So, Dev, me too. I've seen my SP's initials everywhere. Dev, once again, you are coming from a place of lack and need. As I always say, you have to feel you already have her, and if she doesn't come, you have to. That's the detachment. I don't give a fuck if I get my SP or not. I really don't care. I could get anybody else. There is 8 billion people on the planet. 4 billion of them are women. And you're fixated on one. And you've been affirming for a long time and chasing for a long time. I just see you said, why is it still, my SP is not texting me back or calling me. How many times have you reached out calling and texting? Only reach out when your mind is in a good place and you feel that you're going to get it, but you're coming from, you don't expect her to call back. You don't expect her to answer. Somewhere deep in your subconscious, you are afraid that she's not going to talk to you again. You're affirming from fear. You're affirming from lack. You're chasing. All as someone who has now been chased and done the chasing and seen what the chasing looks like, Even a fucking smoking hot 10 out of 10 chick is not attractive to me when you blow up my phone a bunch of times. Where you at? Where you at? Who you with? Who you doing? Like, it's not attractive. So from a guy being pursued by a woman like that, that's unattractive. And women are more picky than guys. Yeah, women are way more picky than guys, so don't chase. As I tell you every time we do a live, do not chase. Have you done your push-ups like we told you? Have you gone to the gym? Have you found other hobbies? I'm going to keep telling you that and repeating that until you start following it. Yeah, the letter burning always helps because it makes you feel like you did something. So I like that. That's why I'm a strong believer of being aware of your thought. That's the next video too, but inked. Actually, I got a text message. Let me get back to my messages. He said, that's why I am a strong believer of being aware of thoughts once you are. You'll see, yeah, always watch your thoughts. All right, so let's see what else we have here. SP sent a chick to sit outside of my house after I affirmed. Hold on, everything's popping up. Wait, did this thing drop down? Wait, SP sent a chick to sit outside of my house after I affirmed he wanted to make me jealous. I'm not. What? It's like you feel differently because SP's actions. I want him to prove. Him to prove I can't. Yeah, see, the real oyster, you're doing like what I did too. It's like nothing out of ego. You have to prove it to yourself. That's where I'm saying take a break. Walk away from it for a bit. Maybe go date somebody else for a little bit. I mean, I did. I saw 2 other people in the past month, and then it brought my SP back stronger. And then now, kind of like now that she knows that I've kind of put her as a priority, it feels like she's pulling back. But these are all my own assumptions. At the same time, if she pulls back, look at the positives of your life if you don't have this person too. If I don't have SP, what do I have? More time for the gym and unlimited fucking motivation with heartbreak. But I'm not attached enough to get heartbroken again. And then you guys get more mystic videos, and the people who watch that channel get more weird videos that make them laugh. And myself, I get to work on my passions of filmmaking. So if I don't have SP, my life continues and it's good and I elevate and I move on. Same thing for all of you. I'm not saying give up on SP. I'm not saying that, but maybe if you want, take a break for a little bit because time doesn't matter. Look at me. We've been apart for a long time, short time. I've seen other people. She's seen other people in the meantime, and we still come back together once I put my thoughts in that place. But like you said, the old story still leaves a scar. And it takes almost like monk-like meditation and forgiveness, like being able to forgive like Jesus to put away. But it's like put away those old feelings. But it's like forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. Jesus forgave them for killing them, so we could forgive them from having someone sit outside the house or fucking someone else. But hard to do because it insults you as a person. I think that's why I was able to manifest my old friend, but not SP yet. I care less now, and my visualizations are stronger. There you go, Mark. Yeah, and the real oyster, self-concept is very important. Focus on yourself. Self-concept the most. That's what I've been doing. I'm not attached to anything outside of manifest what I want. There you go, Nick. I printed out a picture from the web 6 months later. The man in the picture showed up and said, I love you. Vision boards work too. I never talked about that on this channel, but I've always been doing vision boards since I was in high school. I haven't done one in a while, but they do work. Now that I know how to use a law of assumption, if I made one again, we should do a live with that. Not today, but we'll do a live with that where we make vision boards. You are not your thoughts, just the observer. There you go. Yeah, I like that inked. That's true. Self-concept affirmations are working too. I've had a few people saying I'm good looking, even guys. There you go, Eric. Yeah, I know how that is. Dev SP being stubborn is a negative thought. Turn it around for the fact that the man randomly Googled and printed out a picture, walked up to me 6 months later and said, I love you. We dated till I dumped him. It made me start to do it on purpose. That's funny too that you had that actually happen, and that look, your self-concept strong enough to fucking dump a handsome man from the internet that you manifested. So anything is fucking possible. You guys can't see me spinning the thing around, but I am shaking the whole fucking table. I should have bought a stronger fucking table. Fuck this table. I can't explain my mind. She's my puppet. She doesn't have free will. Dev, you're so fucking attached to the story. I mean, we all are to a degree, but you need to let go. Live a life. Just feel like saying this. People on this live are welcoming and helping and really like the vibe. I do too. I'm really happy with the community we've built. Like everybody is so loving and supportive of each other. Dev, you're not manipulating her. Dev, you're acting like she's outside of yourself. You know all the rules of manifesting. If she lives within you and we're all one and we're all everyone pushed out, we just saw an example of everyone's you pushed out. There's a lot of names I can't pronounce in here, but Virja, I've been talking to you the whole time. I can't even say your name properly, but I hope I didn't butcher it. Viraj asked the question about robotic affirmations right as I started the video on robotic affirmations. Everyone is you pushed out, so stop. The more she's out there and I can't get her and I'm chasing her. That's what you're doing. You're chasing something that can't run if it all lives within you. We're all connected. Stop manipulating, decide. Yeah, and that's the whole thing too. It's not a manipulation either. She's going to use her free will come to her to say that she wants to be with you, but you're not attractive or loving to yourself. Like you have not done any self-concept work, I don't think. You have not worked on yourself or built up what you want to do. And I don't want to sound like a dickhead or like, but it's tough love. You come in and ask the same questions all the time, and I'm trying to tell you what to do, and then you come back and you say the positive things, but then you're like, it's like you're saying but not believing. I know everything I'm supposed to say and what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not really doing it. And it's like Neville says, be ye doers of the word and not only hearers. And that's from the Bible too. So don't just hear and know manifestation, do it. Go to sleep every night as if she's sleeping with you. Be relaxed. Don't blow up her phone. Don't try to reach out when you're blocked. This other chick blocked me and I don't give a fuck. Yeah, there were some days I wanted to go hook up with her. What am I going to do? Like call? Oh, I'm blocked stuff. All right, cool, whatever. And then I don't call back until I get called. Same thing with Lily or my SP. You don't need to fucking chase there's no point to chase them. Like, you're energetically chasing her too if you're not sending a message. Because you come in here and then you tell the negative story. And now we've got all these viewers seeing it, and there's a perpetual negative story. I mean, everybody else is seeing movement. You have to be able to see movement and focus on, like, everybody's detaching. That's the big thing. The theme of this week is detachment. Let's detach. But you're like, it's not here yet. I need it now. I want it today. It's almost like a spoiled kid. I need to have it now in my hand. And without being a dickhead or like making you feel bad or anything, you need to just do the word. And then, like, when I hear this, I just see like your entire day revolves around SP. So stop revolving around SP. If you are the operant power, you are God of your reality, you run this world, then everything revolves around, everything around you is pulled in towards you. Right now, it's like, here's SP, here's Dev, and you're, oh, what is she doing now? What is she doing? Can't get in. No text message at work. You're chasing. Stop chasing. And even if you aren't sending messages, it's energetically. You're like, I want her, but she's going away. I want her, she's going away. And that's what it looks like from the outside looking in. So I can only imagine how it is on the inside looking out. I'm telling you from an outside perspective. Just do the work and live life. Have fun with life. There's so many more things. Okay, if I don't have my SP, what am I going to do? me and her have talked, not me and her, but like me and my friend, just like, well, what do you guys want to do? Oh, we're going to Vegas in April. Man, I would really like to bring SP, but you know what? This is a boys' trip. I'm confident enough. What's going to happen here? I don't know what she's going to do if she's here, but whatever. I don't need her. I don't need to be on a trip with her all the time. I don't need to be around her up her ass all the time. Things are stronger when you're separated for a while. It seems like every time we broke up and got back together, it became stronger. So trust that process, but it's like, I'm going to Vegas with my friends in April. For my birthday, I'm going to do something big, probably go to Italy with my brother. I don't know. I'm going to the gym every day to take care of myself. I'm making this channel to help other people and to build my own self-concept up. I'm doing comedy stuff because I love it. What are you doing, Dev? And anyone else who's listening in the same boat, what are you doing besides the SP journey? Like, this is why I didn't want to like start a channel that was mainly about SP, because there's other things. Where's your money at? Have you manifested more money? Have you manifested a better job? Have you manifested a business? Have you manifested a loving, happy life? Or is SP all the way up there in the Sears Tower pedestal size thing where you gotta, I'm coming to be with you. I'll fight and die for you. Because trust me, coming from the I'll fight and die for you standpoint before, it don't work. When you go up on a pedestal and it's higher than theirs and you love yourself so much, you're going to try to get to you. So that's all I'm going to say on that. And if I see any more negative comments on it, I'm just going to like calmly, this sounds stupid. Sometimes I don't affirm because it's not real yet. I'm just going to give you quick reminders, and each time I read a negative comment from you, that's a negative comment and not doing the work. Don't take physical action. Yep. If you're in no contact, then let them be. Don't block them. You're all in control. Exactly, Inked. That's how it is. You have to let them come to you. But you have to take action. No, you don't. If you're blocked everywhere, you can't take action. Like Neville in prison, or like Neville when he was in the army, he couldn't take action. He was disapproved, which is like being blocked. Couldn't do anything. Only had to use his imagination. Then they randomly let him out. I've been blocked 5 times. How did I get out of it? Now, that was with the same person. All I did was just use my affirmation thoughts and everything. She couldn't stop thinking about me. Then boom, she came back. What happened with this other chick? She blocked me for like 4 or 5 days. I said she can't stop thinking about me. She unblocked me everywhere last night and wants to talk and try to start again. And I don't care. Every time you detach, it doesn't matter. So yes, the stuff does work. Otherwise, my face would not be out here. I know I did it. I learned my lesson. He slept around a lot, and I see him as icky, yucky. Don't want movement. Fuck's sake, not because I'm attached. I keep watching Mark videos, and he was the one I can't fix. Yeah, I would say just, if we're doing it for, I was doing it for ego, but also at the same time, I really wanted it to happen because I was happy with her. But at the same time, there's negative things that happen that I could not wrap my head around, that I still kind of struggled to do, which is why we all saw in this book, I scripted out the ideal SP, because I don't want to, like Joe Dispenza said, I don't want to put work in. I don't want to put work in anymore. I'd rather someone just show up the way that I like. Beautiful, good looking, loves the gym, loves nerdy stuff, pop culture, wants to help me make videos, believes in spirituality. We could have deep conversations, talk all night, have sex all night, like maybe closer to my age. So I'm tired of putting the work in, I guess, put it that way. So don't do it out of ego. I can't just dream it. Okay, well, that's a negative thought, Dev. You can dream it. You're not doing the work. Dev, you don't have to believe in information as long as take a break, which is the other theme of this video. Detach and take a break. And not do any action if I want to be fit. Okay. Let me address this part now. Do not take action if you don't need to take action or you physically can't take action. For the gym, if I sat around all day affirming I'm going to be fucking jacked and shredded and this and that, is not going to happen. But if I go out and I work out, there are guys who eat like shit. I've been in the gym for over 10 years. My entire growing up time I've spent in the gym. There are guys who eat like shit, but they're very positive guys. Hey, I can do whatever I want. They go, they hit a hard workout, and they look good. I've done this too. I used to eat like an asshole. I would starve myself by just not eating, and then I'd go eat McDonald's, which is by that logic and nutrition facts, you're going to get fat because your body's in starvation mode. Take bad food, and it's going to make you fat. But I had the affirmation, no matter what I eat, I always look good. And I was leaning out, and I had a six-pack, and I was looking really good at the time. So if action can be taken and it's natural, take the action. You are blocked everywhere. There is no action to take. Action cannot be taken at that point. Only mental action. I've been there. And what did I do? I chalked it up. If manifesting isn't real, then I have to learn to move on. If manifesting is real, then I have to only use my mind, because I could send messages and phone calls till I'm blue in the face and my thumbs fall off to a blocked number. And guess what? I ain't going to get no fucking response. And I could sit there. I wish. I'm a victim. I feel bad. And nothing's going to happen. Okay, you said you have to take action, then you have to take action. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to give you all the advice, but you're too impatient and you're chasing. Yeah, Ink, when you take inspired action, I think I just posted a video on this the other day, inspired action, it will feel like nothing. It just feels natural. Yeah, you have to work out. And we've been telling you that work out and keep your mind busy, but you're not doing that. And that's what I said. You can't sleep all day, but yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in the gym. As someone who spent his entire life growing up in the gym, or in certain things, you have to take action. But if you cannot take action, that is where a miracle is required. That is where manifesting comes into play and all that. What's up, Trey, brother? How you doing? WB, what about if your SP showed up as a narcissist? He's my exact manifestation, but I think him sleeping around is disgusting. He did it to punish me, just like he sent some chick to my house, so I wouldn't know. I think that, yeah, in your case, the real, I would, like I said, if you want your person back, you could have your person back. And I'm telling you that from a fact. I've got my person back even through nasty circumstances and things that required a lot of forgiveness. At the same time, I'm still looking around for something else because we're not official. We made it where we're not official right now. We're very good friends with benefits, pretty much a relationship, but it's not a relationship if we do stuff with other people. And I don't like that Will Smith type of relationship bullshit. So it's nice for now. There seems to be some loyalty for now, seems to be some conforming for now. But at the same time, I have no attachment to it. I've let the universe run its course and said, let her be whoever she's going to be. I'm manifesting someone better and into my life that I want to be with and have fun with. And especially if someone's a narcissist, yeah, I believe that anyone could be changed through manifestation because I've seen it. But there's certain things, like if someone was getting abused or something, I would not teach them how. I knew a girl who was getting abused, and she's like asking me for relationship advice, and I would not teach manifestation. I refused it because I'm not going to let you go back to that situation, because while the person might change, I don't know, there's still some kind of risk to it because manifestation is not perfect. And if it is perfect, but if your story is not perfect, and I know from personally how easy it is to slip back into the old story. If she slips back into, oh yeah, if I step on a line, I'm going to get popped in the mouth. She didn't get popped in the mouth. So I would not advise for someone to go back to that or a narcissistic relationship. Mine was weird. Mine was a very weird one where it's like cared about each other, but not, I don't know. My thing is still like seemed like narcissism at times, but it wasn't. It was like more or less, I mean, I could trace this entire relationship through my mind with exactly what happened, where my thoughts were at the time. I completely get what you're saying, but you know, what is your logic? That's speaking. Manifestation has no logic. Exactly. There's no logic to it. It just happens. Daydream while you work out. Neither does existence. Yeah, there is no logic to almost anything. Like sometimes life just doesn't make sense, but in a good way. Could be in a bad way too, but that's how it is. And yeah, daydream while you're working out. I love to do my cardio to motivational instrumentals or alpha affirmations, which is a good page to listen to. Real, that's how you are assuming them. Remember, people change all the time. His actions are all about me. Everything he's doing is about me. Even his has no effect on me. That is exactly what I affirm him to be. Yeah, so the real, if you're manifesting somebody who, like, if you're just doing it out of ego, let's say relax a little bit, you don't need it. And if you really want to change the person to be with them for a long time, I would say go ahead. But I would just, I mean, you're not getting abused or nothing, so I won't advise against it. It would just be like, it's just a mental battle that you're fighting with. If I want to manifest to fly, I won't magically grow wings. Dev, you're just being very negative today. I manifest meeting a YouTuber that's IG model. She is even more beautiful in person. There you go, Eric. Have you tried to pursue that? Fuck tarot. My SP is everything on my list. Down. Born military base in another country with a daughter below 5. Native language is not English. I was afraid to accept my manifest. Well, if he's everything on your list, then yeah, I would say keep trying to pursue it then. You may or may not grow wings, but there are a number of ways to fly. Remember things. Yeah, that's true too. If you want to fly, well, what you get free tickets to a helicopter ride, go on an airplane, you go on what's that hang glider ride. Man, I am doing great without SP. Lift's getting better. There you go, H. I'm proud of you, brother. Let's say I want to manifest gravity doesn't exist. I'm not even acknowledging this anymore. What if you get your exact manifestation and you're terrified to accept it? I got exactly what I wanted and was scared shitless. Yeah, the real I was too. When we were official, me and her, and like things were going good, I was very afraid. I had all these negative thoughts, and yeah, it just did not. It wound up falling apart. So if your self concept is not strong enough to believe you deserve that, then it's not gonna be able to get it. Your eyes don't need to see it. Your mind's eye needs to see it. I was dating my SP for like 2 weeks before we got official. That's a fact. That's what happened. We texted in my mind every day. We talked in my mind. We had sex in my mind. We did everything a couple does in my mind, and I felt happy and satisfied before she even showed up. And when she showed up, it was a shock. It's like, wait, what? We're really together. Life is amazing. My heart is not broken. All actions are about me. People are getting their SPs. I don't understand why not me. I just want her, or else I will not marry at all in my life. Dev, I could tell you why other people are succeeding and you're not. You're not doing the work. You told me you're not doing affirmations. I know you're not doing the sleep technique. You're not doing any of the stuff that you know works in manifesting. You're just writing down, and I don't know if you're going to other channels too and writing it, but it's like you're just writing down what you don't have and how it's not here and you need it now and it's not fair. And you know who that is? That's a needy, negative person who doesn't have what they want. If I had my SP, I would not be writing all this shit. I don't need to write all that shit because it's already done. Exactly. Too attached. You want it too much. That's a lack of energy. Fuck that. Someone, my SP is only mine. That's it. Yeah, you have to not care. That's it. Or you could die. Well, I mean, that's your own choice. I mean, I've given you all the advice I could give you at this point. You're just not listening to what I'm saying. He is in the DeBarge family and was on American Idol. He was legit, walked up, said he loved me the first time, and I printed out. That's awesome. I like that story, the real. Apparently, after I was told my SP looks like he could be my dad, that totally raised my self-confidence. I wonder who said that. He's cute, I'm cuter, I've modeled all my life. The issue is that I have past trusting my emotions in the man, allowing myself to be. How do I deal with being in love? I mean, I don't think anyone really knows how to deal with being in love. I have too, and it's like you just slowly start to like dial the feelings back, focus on you more, and that's about it. Love yourself more. It's hard to do, but imagine how you're treating them. Treat yourself like that. Take yourself on dates. Go do things that you are passionate about. Bro, my name's pronunciation is Viraj. I loved your pronunciation though. All right, perfect. So Viraj. All right, now I know it. No, there's like a lot of people in here with like, I don't know, is that like Indian? I don't know. But like the names, I'm like, oh my God. Or then like, and then some people's usernames, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to say it. So I just try to read out your comment loud so you know I'm talking to you. I manifested what I want, but exactly that I have the fear of deep feelings of being in love. I have a fear about being abandoned, not be caring about. Well, you need to love and care for yourself first, so that way you know that somebody isn't capable of giving it to you. It's yourself. You don't need them to love and care for you because you already do it to yourself. How do I work on my fear of abandonment? Right. I got what I want. Easy picture, no motion. I got what I wanted. Easy to daydream. I have a fear of the past abandonment. I would say work on healing that. Start loving yourself, doing things for yourself, taking yourself out, going on some trips on your own, and not needing someone else to show it to you because you show yourself the love. You will never get it if you're desperate. That's the energy of lack. Yeah. My SP came back every time. They take steps ahead, but steps back. No commitment, less improvement. I feel the potential is there, but the growth and commitment, which I do about it. So the same thing. It's all like I think we really need another video on self concept because I feel like manifesting a person back very easy, and that's like when you first start manifesting, it seems very hard. Then you manifest them back, and keeping them is the issue. If you're not in check mentally, they'll be gone within a couple of weeks. I can tell you that from experience. They'll go right back to their old ways, and it sucks nuts, but that's what it is. So self concept is important. If we love ourselves and we know we can be fine without them, I'm going to go do what I'm going to do with my life and not need them. A person does not make you happy. They make you happy in a moment, but they don't create lasting improvement. Because, okay, you want to be happy. Here's happiness. This is that person. You're leaning on them. Oh, I'm so happy. And then you have some negative thoughts or whatever, and or life just happens and they're gone, and whatever you do, you accidentally create a thing because you don't love yourself. The more you don't love yourself, the more you're leaning on them to try and get that love that you don't have, and eventually they're gonna feel it. Boom! Now you're flat on your fucking face, and you don't know how to get back up because you don't love yourself. When you love yourself and you're standing like this, then they come back in, and now you're both standing like this, and you're together, and you're leaning on each other just enough to feel some love. But if you guys separate, you're still standing. See what I'm saying? Then let her chase you in your mind, Dev. You need to take a break. He needs to be with someone else. Yeah, I'd say so too. I had to do it too. We will work on self-concept. You are worthy. You'll write a letter. Here's your child. Pretend that reading it to them. Tell them everything you're worthy. To repeat the affirmation. Thank you, Ink. Those were very good advice. Don't chase, attract. Never get what you're desperate for. You just have to do nothing, now act. not action Y. Yep. Manifestation has worked for me in other areas so well. I believe in it. But when it comes to SP, there's doubts in my end. Seems like everywhere we've all got like some area of it that we're not perfect at working on. SP seems to be the most difficult. At times I feel like God, sometimes I get low. Yeah, we all do. And that's why I didn't go live yesterday. I was low and I'm not going to get on here low. I have to have high energy to do this. I don't want to be with anyone right now. To be honest, I'm taken by SP. You don't have to, and you don't have to be with anyone else, Dev, too. Because remember, my times apart, I sat there and it was only about her that I wanted, but I didn't sit around laying in bed, dying, hoping for that person blowing up her phone. I went out and I did stuff. You have unlimited motivation for the fucking gym right now. You have unlimited motivation to start a business. You have unlimited motivation to do whatever you want in life. Do that. Love yourself. Put yourself together and watch what rolls in. And sometimes you'll be surprised at what else is out there. I agree. Hank should be a coach. ISP, on the go. I just want to move slowly. Fear more already. Fear losing him. Yeah, hold on. Wait, what's the line? I might as well use the line now. I wonder if they'll flag me if I play it. But it's like Yoda says, fear leads to. Oh, hold on. We're going to play the actual line. Fuck it. YouTube could say whatever. Here's what I think about the fear stuff, and it's very true. I'm sure we'll get an ad.
How feel you?
There.
Cold, sir.
Watch them flag me on this.
Afraid, are you?
No, sir.
See through you. We can.
This is the Mystic
Manage
chat.
Your feelings. Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
Your thoughts dwell on your SP.
I miss her.
Afraid to lose her, I think. Hmm?
What does that got to do with anything?
Everything.
Everything. Fear is the path to the
Oh, hold on.
dark
The music's
side.
going to come up.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
Hate leads to.
leads to suffering.
All right, before hopefully I can't play the music that long, it'll flag me. I forgot there's music in the back, but that's what it is. Let me read the exact quote again. But we're so afraid. We're so afraid of losing our SP. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. That's what we all wind up suffering in the end if we can't. Well, Viraj, I know Sammy says to affirm and persist. I mean, whatever works for you. Every coach is just talking from their own personal experience. I personally don't affirm that much. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just natural. Like they're almost. I can't even tell what are my affirmations or what are natural assumptions anymore. Pretty much every part of me is just in a positive mindset right now. I was blocked and my SP went on iCloud to read the blocked messages. I was like, what the fuck? Right? Shed some light on. Oh, you're talking about shedding light on what Sammy says. So it's whatever works for you. If you believe the techniques, all of them, don't mean shit. You are the technique. Whatever technique impresses your subconscious to believe it is already done is already done. I like to visualize. I like to go to sleep with a thought. Like the other day, I fell asleep with $100 bill in my hand, and then a client who I didn't think I was going to get sent me $100, and we didn't even schedule anything. She sent it just to reserve an appointment, and it was like, whoa, hold on, I didn't expect any money. I woke up looking for something else on my phone. Why does this keep jumping down to the bottom? Damn, we're way off. I'm going to start rolling through these comments a little bit faster because I want to get to more videos. Yeah, so Viraj, Sammy does the robotic affirmations, and that works. What works for her. Um, it's literally like I said, literally everything is what works for you. Yeah, and your subconscious, like Joseph Murphy talks about this too. Your subconscious always knows what you want, so it's always going to bring you what you want, and it doesn't forget. It knows what you truly want. Because you don't believe that you're going to do it. You're acting every day. I get what she wants me. She wants me. She wants me. You don't truly believe it, and you're not going about with the rest of your life. You don't love yourself at the end of the day. You have to love yourself and focus on you. Your affirmations are I need to bring over here. This is why I personally don't like affirmation. They work when they seem to work when you're detached. Okay, so if I don't give a shit about something and I affirm for it, I get it. And when I'm affirming, I know I'm lying to myself. I feel like I'm lying to myself. What's it called? Manifesting Monster Akshay fucking talks about that too. It feels like you're lying sometimes. Hey, Amani. Yeah, I was just talking about that too. It's very hard to let go of the resentment. And sometimes I think like exploring other options and looking out there could be a way to help or be better. I mean, I've done that and I still want my SP, but I don't want my SP. It's like, because you can't, the biggest thing is forgiving them. And we have a lot of forgiveness to do, depending on the degree of what they did. And it can be difficult. Sorry if I'm getting lazy. I'm starting to burn out on all this stuff. Hold on. I see this one thing that I was writing. I'm going to address this one real quick. Don't let your friends tell you it's not real. That's why you don't talk about your manifestations. Nobody knows I'm the fucking mystic manifester in my real life world, except for a couple people who I've taught manifesting to, and I manifest on their behalf. There's no one else, because most people don't believe it. Now, that might be a negative self assumption or something. But Dev, if you're talking about your SP all day, all day, all day, don't. When you're with your friends, be with your friends. When you're with your family, be with your family. When you're doing things you love, do those things. When you want to take care of yourself, take care of yourself. The SP thing will take care of itself. It will. Trust the process. It will take care of itself. I went skydiving alone with that instructor. That's a pretty big thing. And driving there, jumping. That's awesome, Axel. Dev, you don't have to leave the chat. I'm reading all. You're on like a very negative downward spiral today, and you do come in with the same story every time. You're very committed to that story. The story of not having. You're very committed to that story. When you love yourself, manifest everything. Yeah, that's it. We have to love ourselves Sorry if I'm only half-hours reading these guys. I'm like, I did not expect that many questions or comments. Death has to do what Death has to do something. Never mind, I won't promise that. If you feel the lack within yourself, you'll never get what you want. Yeah. Like right now, I feel an abundance and everything else. And okay, let's say I'm supposed to hang out with my SP today and I text her earlier. She's at work right now. If she got a busy day at work, I'm not going to freak the fuck out. She didn't respond. It's been 2 hours or whatever. I don't even know how long I've been on the live. What am I doing? I'm focusing on this. If we don't work out together, I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to do my shit. I'm still going to film some cool gym videos. I'm still going to do what I want to do. Like, that's the whole thing. We just let one person rule our entire life and they give them power. You've given that person the power over your entire life. And in this current state, they probably don't care. So you have to change your assumption of yourself and then change the assumption of them. I have a random girl called cute in the store before the gym yesterday. And she was with their boyfriend. Hey, there you go, Axel. Sigma male. When did this thing fucking drop down again? I'm now Darth Vader. I've been Darth Vader before. It leads to the dark side. You tear your chest when you're Darth Vader. Here's behold, man. The issue, my SP is not connecting related to. At Perva, I would say, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I would say change, like you got to find what works for you, but what's believable for you. But I would say affirmations on his family loves me, we're always together. Or if you've seen a picture of his family before, or you could kind of get a visualization of them, picture yourself at dinner with them and the feeling of happiness, the smell of the good food, just a good overall atmosphere of all you guys at dinner together, knowing, maybe even feel the ring on your finger, knowing that everything is already done and you've moved to the end. And then don't worry about the time because that sounds like there might be a big bridge for that. Might not be a big bridge, it might be something fast. But I would say jump to that end scene of knowing that you're getting along with his family and you're all together. Or if you can't visualize, do the affirmations. Not about anyone but you. Circumstances don't matter. No, they don't. I won't promise that because if I had her, I wouldn't say all this stuff. Right, Dev? You wouldn't say all this stuff if you had her. Okay, good. I'm not going to leave. You're taking me on a roller coaster, man. I'm trying not to give up and just ignore all the comments when they're negative, but I'm trying to turn them around for you. But I can only do so much. You have to do it for yourself. Play the game. It's all a game at the end of the day. If you want to date your SP, date her in your head and have fun. And if I'm dating my SP and then I go out with my friends, I'm going to have fun with my friends. I spent the entire weekend with my friends. I didn't know what I was doing. And that since we're technically not together, she could have been doing someone. And it's like, I can't say nothing and it freaked me the fuck out before. I'm at the point where I don't care. I was flirting with other women and stuff. Now I get my situations more or less like I'm kind of detached and I don't really want to do that much anymore. But reaching that level when I never thought I'd reach that before is a big move for me. And I want all you guys to get to that thing too. It's like you're so confident and secure in yourself. You want to leave? Go ahead, leave, because you're never going to find no one else like this. You don't have to tell them that shit. You just know it. The guy in my vision board moved to Atlanta where I lived when I printed him. And moved to LA when I moved to LA months later. There you go. That's awesome, real. After the 3D. Yep. This combo's clarity. I've taken those steps for us. It's like that in my country at all times. I motivate him, but he's too reluctant to even try. So I have stopped the contact to focus on my career more. That's good. Focus on your career and yourself more, and we'll be fine. Sorry, my mind is out of it now. It's like burning out. F to the 3D, that's the spirit, but yeah, I love it. I manifested money and money instead. Money flows to me. A wind, found $47 walking. There you go. I just saw a success story in here too. Oh yeah, you like the video about Star Wars? I affirmed 20. See, that's awesome. You're manifesting your money. Samantha, congratulations. I just saw that. I saw that one a second ago, but I was waiting to read everything down. Congratulations on getting your SP. If you want, email me the success story, or you could tell it now. I'm proud of you. WSPU. What happened? The beliefs started. You have the law of self. Congratulations, Samantha, being detached from it. You have to find out which technique if you're more and try to believe. Yeah. Stop talking about your manifestations unless you want people to know what you want and want it for you. It's all about self-concept, Nick. Something that you said that we must do. We must work out. That is an essential part of it. Yeah, working out is because you're training your body and your mind and you're linking them together. Scream into a pillow. You say all the stuff you feel is good, bad, and ugly in the cup. And break the cup and let it all go. We have to be the center of what happens. What's up, Viraj? Example, let go. Not affirming, obviously, she's fine. Here's something I have a thing. Let's say that the gym. Let's say I'm at the gym playing ball, even before SP was natural. So I check my phone each time. Now I do it naturally, but find myself having a moment where my phone. I wonder if she texted me. It feels like she may be too. Feels like I may be too attached. Thoughts. It's like natural thought. No, I get that too. I still get that now. So it's natural to think that because it is. If you're dating too, you're gonna be more excited when your girl texts you versus your boys. It's not them. I'm the most lovable one I know. I'm good at fun. Ain't you still getting your phone blowing up? There you go, Dev. Perfect self-concept. Yeah, I can't go. She must be busy right now. But I'm going to try and flip it to even more positive. Yeah, that's good to do. All right, let me do this next video real quick. All right, we're finally all caught up on here. God damn, we're an hour and a half in. All right, what's the next one? Persistence. I should just take clips of this. Messing with the middle, failure at manifestations, holding a mental diet. Let's go on a mental diet one. This is the only issue when I do the live and this. And I'm going to make a coffee after this because I'm burning out. Inked, if you're free, moderate the chat. You coach for me while I do this. All right, being aware of mental diet. No, you know what? We need to stick to detachment. We'll couple them. Maybe. We'll couple those to detachment. What's up, Mystic Manifesting family? This is Nick here with Mystic Manifesting, and today's topic is detachment because today's Monday instead of Sunday. We're doing our live right now, and the big topic that keeps coming up is detachment, and we've seen a lot of success with it. We've had a success story when she detached. A lot of success came out of it. When I've detached in the past, there's been a lot of success. So the big thing on detachment is when you're detached, you're not forgetting or giving up your manifestation. You are simply pulling back energy from it where you're no longer as attached to the outcome. Because one, you're already knowing that the outcome has already happened and you've already succeeded. And two, you don't need to keep stressing over something that you already have. So for the one story that we told in the other video, it's kind of weird because they're kind of like bridging together now. But Ink's manifestation success story, she detached and robotically affirmed. For me, if you've noticed, when you do many manifestations, why do I teach you guys the many manifestations? It's because there's no attachment to them. You don't really care if you get them or not, which is how you need to be about all things, because your subconscious knows what you want. You write it down in the book, you know what's going to happen. You say that I intend for it, or you visualize it real quick. Your subconscious knows what you want, and it's going to get it to you. For me, if you guys know the story about, I had another little SP escapade for like a month. well, me and my SP were going through some stuff, so I had her for a while, and then she was like blocked me and everything because I wasn't showing enough attention or whatever. But I kind of knew it was coming. I kind of wanted her out of my life, so kind of manifested her away. I was like, I hope she just kind of goes away. Blocked me everywhere. I'm like, oh, good. And then I was like, I kind of want to manifest her back, and I was talking to Inked, and I said, I know she's going to contact me today, and I was visualizing a being in the scene with her. I just happened to be sitting around. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. And as soon as I finished thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember she was pretty good in that position. And then, ding, I look, she's calling me on the phone. I blocked you everywhere. Oh, I didn't even notice. I noticed, but because I've been in the block position before, and I'm like, good manifesting story because I was not attached to it. I said I knew she would not do it again, and that she'd be contacting me again. Then anyway, blocks me again after that phone call. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then calls me back last night and unblocks me everywhere. And I was like, come over, come spend the night with me, blah, blah, blah. Let's just reconnect. And I could tell you, because I'm not attached to the situation, that she is going to be chasing me. Same thing with your SP. When I told my SP, I'm like, hey, let me be honest. Like, she started talking a little bit more. And then I said, hey, I've been kind of seeing another person or two. And she was like, oh, well, that's good, trying to play it off. But then she was chasing and pursuing more, which is kind of rare. I haven't seen that in a while. And her chasing and pursuing me because I'm not attached to being with her anymore. Yeah, there's a negative old story and resentment, but I don't care anymore at that point. And what I'm excited now for is the person that I scripted out of thin air that's like my dream girl, but I'm not attached to that situation either. She'll come when she comes. In the meantime, I'm focused Mystic Manifesting. I'm focused on Flex Entertainment. I'm focused on my family and my friends and adventures and doing stuff myself. And in that time, the new SP will reveal herself, or my SP will conform. I'm open to either, but the point is detaching. And if you don't fully know what you want and you're kind of blurry about it, when you're kind of blurry about it, sometimes you could just do what I'm doing, leave it up to the universe, let the universe decide where it's going to go. And that's kind of where I left it. If my things are going to work out with my SP, I'm not going to manifest anymore. There have been nights where it's like, oh, I should fall asleep thinking about her. Nah, I don't want to do it no more. Affirm for her. I just affirm that I know that I'm an irresistible motherfucker. I'm a great guy and this and that. And every woman wants to be with me. I'm chased and pursued by all women. And then I go out to bars and restaurants and everything. And I'm getting compliments. And I'm always hearing about how good looking I am, even like from other dudes complimenting me. So it's like, I'm feeling very good. My self-concept is high. And it's like, if you leave, then it's your loss. You're the one who's lost. I've got my motivation for the gym, for life, for living. And my happiness is not placed in that person anymore. So it's kind of a far way off, but when you take away the importance, the need, and the having to have it now, it's a good sign of detachment. And if you need to have it now, give it to yourself in your mind. Imagine or talk about in your head what it's going to be like. If you can't imagine, which I've already done a video on how I think you should be able to visualize, but use your imagination, have like these conversations or hear the conversations that you want to hear the affirmations in your own head, or tell yourself the affirmations in your head that you want people to tell you, or just give yourself the gratification, the thanks, the happiness, whatever, the love that you want now. Love yourself. Do everything now for yourself, and you'll be fine. And don't worry about when your manifestation's coming. It's coming. And it'll be there, and you'll have it because you already have it now. And that's it. That's another short video, too. I'm doing pretty good on keeping short videos, but just detach from whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't stress the fuck out. Remember, you got this. You can do whatever you want. Love you guys. See you in the next video. All right. I just looked over. Approva, you have like 2 messages retracted. So if I missed something, that's why I'm not going to have read it or seen it. You would like to hear more success stories when the end result was achieved despite all circumstances. I could tell more. I have to start writing them down. I write down other little things like, what did I even just do a video on right now? Detachment. I didn't even have that one written down. Detachment. No, right. Oh, I should have coupled it with taking a break. But yeah, we'll do more success stories too, because people are busy on my work right now. So Nick, when I am negative in the chat, get the view that it is how dev, let's go. goes then. I mean, I could think that, but you have to think it, and you have to know that you're letting go, because it doesn't seem like you're letting go. I'm sorry, Inked. I can't say that. I can't say the names. I'm dyslexic. Not really. I don't know the name of. I don't know the name of this cool guy doing the live. I first watched the video yesterday, randomly saw this live today, and just joined. Oh, she really doesn't know my name. Well, good. That's fair because I can't pronounce yours apparently. His name is Nick. His name is Nick. Yes, my name is Nick. Will the real Nick please stand up? I'll write this down for him about doing success stories. See what he thinks. Yeah, Ink is kind of my moderator and well, what would you call it? Backup manifesting coach. Tells a lot of them on his videos. Oh yeah, so yeah, if she just saw my video, yeah, there is a lot of it. It's usually like my own success. I have success from other people, and I just haven't told their stories because as Ink just saw, I was struggling. I had to keep looking over here to tell her story. The problem with success stories is people hear them and then don't see the result super fast and give up. Still too much attachment. Yep. Sure, Inked and beautiful. Real success stories are really a booster. Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot of them. You like Eminem? I used to listen to Eminem a lot back when I was like working a job I hated, doing labor and stuff like that. And I was going and I wanted to be an actor. And I was doing stand up. I even had a stand up bit where I had the hoodie on and stuff like Eminem and 8 Mile. And I'd walk out there. Let me get a coffee. This is going to be a long one. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 videos. There's still 7 videos left. Where's the laugh track or the clapping? Nick walks back on set. How did we get more viewers when I wasn't even standing here? He's like, bro's jacked as fuck. He's shady but good. I don't listen to rap often. I'm a death metal chick. He's my favorite rapper of all time. It reminds me of this guy I hang out with at the bar. He hates Eminem. He's like, hey, bro, I fucking hate Eminem. He's texting you about dumb stuff now, Ink. Let's see, what's the next video? I'm just going to couple persistence and mental diet. Or no, we'll do persistence in its own. But hold on, I need a success story. That's good, Deb. Take yourself on a date to Chipotle and treat yourself. All right. What is the video we're going to do? My hair looks like shit, but I'm kind of liking that look. But, do the ladder experiment. That I know I have your success story from that, but I'm going to have to go back through a lot of chats to find that. We'll have to put that one in another video. What is a good success story to go with persistence, though? Give me a brief rundown on it, actually. Unless you want to send me the audio to my phone. No, because I'm doing it. Because I'm recording it on my phone. I'm trying to think, like, I don't want to pick, like, I know there's no big and small manifestations, but I don't want a shitty story to go with this. I'm trying to think, where's the time I persisted? I mean, because I don't want to tell the same stories either, because I've told the same stories a bunch of times. Can I share my success story about persistence? Yeah, Viraj, go ahead. Because I've told my stuff a bunch of times. Approve. I can't even say her name. Never mind. I tried to say it the right way, but I just saw your message get retracted. If you want to hear the full success story about me with my SP, and I have a video about manifesting her back 5 times, but then she came back a 6th after I started this channel. And now we're in some kind of weird relationship thing that I don't even fully know what I want. All right, what else? We could talk about mental diet. Let me do a mental diet one first of all. I think of because I feel like I've told a ton of like the good stories already. I know there's more, but then I have client success too. I need to start writing the shit down. Like, Inked, one of these days we got to get on a phone call and like just write all the shit down, and I'll read you the success stories I'm allowed to use, and then we'll come up with this. All right. What's up, guys? Wait, I fucked it up. We don't do no second takes here. What's up, Mystic Manifesting family? Nick with Mystic Manifesting here. We are live on a Monday. It should be a Sunday, but I was not having the best day yesterday, so I did not feel obligated enough or successful enough to come in here, tell the story. We're getting success stories written in right now. And I don't know, did Samantha write down about her SP yet? But she got her SP back, told it in the live. But today's video, I want to talk about, I mean, we should just do the persistence one now, but this kind of goes hand in hand, mental diet and persistence. So I want to talk about the importance of your mental diet. Your mental diet, which I don't know if I'm thinking now, have I already done a video on this? If not, enjoy a second one. Your mental diet is basically what you think, assume, and feel about yourself at all given times. Just like your diet for working out, if it's shit, it's going to be shit. And your diet, and like anything you do in life, whatever you have to monitor it and keep it in check. Oftentimes our mind wanders and we can't track all of our thoughts but we could be very aware of it. When you're dialed into watching all of your thoughts, it's very important. Um, my success, a lot of my successes come from when I'm watching it. Like right now, I am on top of it, and we go through periods and stuff. And the important thing is catching ourselves when we're off it and then getting back on it. But right now, I wake up, I do my gratitude, I stay very relaxed. If I see something I don't like, I just kind of revise it immediately or just ignore it. If I don't want it in my reality, I go and do what do you call it? I do my meditations. I do whatever other things I need to do to keep my mind straight. I go to the gym, and whenever I have a negative thought that comes in my head, there's a technique I talked about where you put a positive memory over it or something to feel good. If it's a negative thought on something specific, take a positive thought on the same specific thing and squash it with that. If it's just an in general bad thought or you just start feeling naturally negative, start going through a gratitude list or good memories and bring them all in and feeling that right now. And just keep going through and realizing how thankful and how great and how many good things are in your life at the moment. And start being grateful for the things that you know are coming because you already know your success is here. The mental diet, I feel like I'm like this, like, what have we've done like 5 videos or something right now. So I'm like burning out. I might even have to end live after this one. But the mental diet is like, for me, it's the key to everything. It's almost like going general. Like everything in life that you want, you feel you already have it. And if you're feeling good and you love yourself to that degree where it's like, okay, I already got everything I need. I feel like I could get anything I want, and a negative circumstance comes up, it's almost like you're laughing at it in the face because I'm the master manifestor. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I got it. I'll handle it. And it's like, and negative circumstances keep happening. You hit with it. Life's just beating you down. It's like, okay, I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to feel good about myself. I'm going to revise that story. Like when I do a lot of gambling on slot machines or playing the lottery. And I haven't hit anything super big, but I've hit the jackpots and stuff where you win a couple $100. And it's like, cool. I'm putting, like if you lose though, it's like, I'm so thankful for that win. And despite your wallet being empty on those days, you're just like, I always win. I always have so much money in my wallet. I'm always great at gambling. I'm always lucky. I always get something good. And then guess what? You may have lost that. And then you revised it and you're just feeling good. You go to the bar, someone buys you drinks. Or we go out to dinner after and someone's like, no, I'm covering the bill. After it's like, oh, damn, somebody covered all our food. So it's like you will be paid back and showed worthiness in other ways. So I don't know, like I feel like I'm like way out of it in this video right now. And I don't know, we might scrap this one. Yeah, I'm scrapping it. I don't like it. We're scrapping that one. I can't focus. There you go, Axel. I'd like to know the success stories with end results, including time it took. Even 1 or 2 years, because things like marriage can take time. Yep, I agree with that. Nick, can we be real life friends? Yeah, you could be real life friends. I mean, I haven't met anybody on here before. Are you pronouncing my name? Oh, I am pronouncing it? So it's Apurva. I don't really want to say it because I feel like I'm not saying it right. Bro, it's not related to us. Bro, so it's not related to SP. Basically, wanted to rent an apartment for like 3 months. And all the brokers told me that it's impossible to get an apartment for 3 months. Here we have 11-month agreement. Okay. A Perva means unique, one of a kind. I like that. See, and that's how you should see yourself in your self-concept. I found one apartment. The broker told me the owner of the apartment has sold it off. Basically, won't be available. Now I have 1 day to finalize. Apartment knows like circumstances don't matter. Just affirm it. There you go, Ink. Set your fucking boundaries. I guess what? Literally the next day, the owner of the apartment called me and said, "The apartment is mine." Almost instant manifester. There you go. I love that, Viraj. I have actually a success story that I manifested on behalf of someone else because I was very detached from the outcome, and I'll tell that story, and then I think I'm gonna get off. It's been like 2 hours. I'm burned out. We got enough videos to last a couple days, and then I'll record some more later on, or maybe we'll just do shorts. But in terms of apartments, this bartender, she claims to be a witch. She understands mysticism and manifesting and stuff like that. Was talking to me. She said she's trying to get an apartment, and I said, "Okay, cool." Well, she's like, "What I need to do?" I told her all the techniques, but she drinks a lot and stuff. I mean, Neville drink a lot too, so you can manifest stuff like that. And I was like, "All right, well, whatever. Like, I'll visualize you in here doing a shot with me, celebrating you got it, and then feel her hugging me and stuff like that, because that's the type of person she is, and she was someone who we've almost had something with at one point." I tell her that, and then she says she's gonna do all the exercise and stuff. I forgot about it. I just pictured it real quick, forgot about it. Texted me a couple days later, "Hey, I got the place." I'm like, "Oh, I already knew you would." She goes, "Now I just need to manifest $1,000." I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Don't ask me for it. Just ask me to manifest it for you." So I just picture her saying like, "Oh my God, I got the money. I got the place." And I'm going to do it at the bar. And she goes, "I moved in." And she goes, "You want to help me move in?" I'm like, "Okay, no, I'm manifest some movers coming for you." Like, I don't even know how she got all her stuff moved in, but I didn't help her move. I'm just like, nah, she's kind of crazy. But it was easy to motivate, or it was easy to manifest that because I just literally thought about it for a couple minutes and then dropped it. And that's usually what I do with the clients too that I get. It's like right after we're done with the session, I kind of build the situation a little bit better. I reverse it, and then I just do that. But anyway, yeah, that's a manifesting story of an apartment to go with Viraj's apartment manifestation. She was not qualified for it, shouldn't have got it, didn't have the $1,000 down payment and all that stuff, and she got her place. Another question. There is so many YouTube channels, too many techniques. Getting confused about to follow. Any advice on that? Also, how to not feel like a fool when doing it. No, I mean, even times I feel like a fool doing this still too, because sometimes you don't see it instantly. You think it's all bullshit. I would say whatever technique works for you, try them all. Try many manifestations. Try to play with little things you know you could get results with. Build your confidence in this particular law of life. It's not, yeah, it's like there's so many channels. I mean, I watch a bunch of channels still too. Like I've grown to like the people. Like I don't need to manifest anything else. I know how to do it, but I just like hearing them talk. So it's like whatever technique you like and is good for you, do that. Because I'm taking care of me and I know. There you go, Ink. That's how I feel too. How to not feel like a fool or like you're wasting too much time. Well, that's why I say you're not wasting time and stuff if you go out and live your life along the way. And in your spare time, you meditate on this. Before you go to bed, right when you wake up, it's the first thought and last thought on your mind with your end result and your mini movie and whatever technique you're doing. If you just do it here and there, if you're doing it all day and it's like that's the only thing you think about, like you're like, just I only need this and then I'll be happy. Then you're doing something to get something to be happy instead of just being happy and feeling content now. So, I told you yes, Dev. And anyway, in in this particular thing, I would say it's you're gonna feel crazy doing it until you start seeing the results, and then you're gonna feel even crazier when you see the results. And feel like a fool while doing it. Yeah. Sorry guys, my brain is out of it right now. I'm read the comments, I'm getting text messages, and I still gotta do a bunch of shit here at the house. But we got enough videos for the day. I don't think I'm gonna post one today. I got 3 or 4 done. What did we get? 1, 2, 3. I'm not posting the mental diet one. We got 3 videos, so we'll have this today. Then I'll do a short tomorrow, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we should have enough to get us to the rest of the week. But you have to stick with it. Yeah, we're at 2 hours now. All right, I'm burned out. That's all she wrote. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to drink the rest of this coffee, get some shit organized, and then go work out with SP and make another workout video. Yeah, we usually try to do the lives on Sunday. I've been trying to. It's still like work in the process. But I'll talk to you guys next weekend, Sunday probably. So we'll see yous there. Oh, and then if you want coaching, I do coaching. Send me an email. It's $100 for a video call or a phone call, and then $15 for an emailed outline plan. But I actually got to go answer all the emails now. I do have emails to answer for that. And until then, I'll see you guys on Sunday.